Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Berlin is a city where history, creativity collide, a place where empire rose, wars divided people, and freedom reshaped the future of the city. From legend landmarks to hidden cultural gems, Berlin is unlike any other capital in Europe. Today, we are exploring the most iconic places in Berlin, the spot that define the city's spirit, history, and energy. So, let's begin. Our first stop is the most famous symbol of Berlin, that is Brandenburg Gate, which is built in 18th century. And this neoclassical monument once stood between East and West Berlin during the Cold War. For decades, it represented division. However, today it stands for unity and peace. At the top of gate, you will see the quadriga, a chariot pulled by four horses, which is watching over the city. At night, the illuminated gate becomes one of the most beautiful sights in all of the Germany. Towering above the Berlin skyline is one of the city's most recognizable landmarks, that is Berlin's TV Tower. It is also called Fernsehturm. It is 368 meters tall and it is the tallest structure in Germany and can be seen from anywhere in the city. It is built in 1969 by East Germany and the tower was originally designed as a symbol of communist power and technological achievement during the Cold War. But today, it represents something very different, a united and modern Berlin. In just 40 seconds, the elevator takes visitor up to the observation deck, offering breathtaking 360-degree views of the city. From here, you can spot landmarks such as Brandenburg Gate and Reichstag, and even forests stretching beyond the Berlin. There is also a rotating restaurant inside the tower. There you can sit and watch the complete Berlin because the floor completes a rotation every 30 minutes, giving dinner constantly changing views of the capital. The next is Alexanderplatz. It is a beating heart of modern Berlin because this massive public square is one of the busiest and most iconic places in the city. It is also known by locals simply as Alex. Its history stretches back centuries, but Alexanderplatz became especially important during East Germany's communist era, when it was redesigned into huge socialist-style city center. But today, it is a mix of history, shopping, street culture, and non-stop energy. Alexanderplatz never really slows down. Trams glide through the street, performers entertain crowds, and giant shopping centers attract millions of visitors every year. And no matter where you stand, one landmark dominates the skyline, that is Berlin TV Tower. Right in the center of Alexanderplatz stands one of the Berlin's most famous meeting spot, that is World Clock. In German, it is also known as Weltzeituhr. From Tokyo to New York and Moscow to London, the clock symbolically connects the Berlin to the rest of the globe. It is futuristic design which perfectly reflects the architectural style of East Berlin during the war. But over the years, the world clock has become more than just a landmark. Locals often say, "Let's meet at the world clock," and almost everyone in Berlin instantly knows the place. Standing proudly in the heart of Berlin is the magnificent Berlin Cathedral. It is also known as Berliner Dome. With its massive green dome, grand architecture, and riverside location, it is one of the most beautiful buildings in the entire city, and it is a symbol of imperial power during the reign of Kaiser Wilhelm II. Its design combines Renaissance and Baroque influences, giving it a dramatic and royal appearance. For one of the best panoramic views in Berlin, visitors can climb on the top of the dome. From there, you can see the River Spree and TV Tower, the Berlin's endless skyline stretching into the distance. The cathedral was heavily damaged during World War II, but after decades of restoration, it once again stands as a symbol of Berlin's resilience and rebirth. One of the city's greatest cultural treasures, that is Museum Island or Museum Insel. It is surrounded by River Spree, and this is UNESCO's World Heritage Site, and it is a home of 5 world famous museums, which is filled with art, history, and ancient civilizations. Walking through Museum Island feels like stepping into another era. The stunning architectures alone makes the area unforgettable. The area with grand columns, domes, sculptures, and beautiful riverside view all around. Inside the museum, visitors can explore everything from Egyptian treasures and Greek sculptures to priceless paintings and archaeological wonders. But Museum Island is more than just museums. It is also one of the Berlin's most peaceful and scenic area. It is perfect for walking, photography, or simply enjoying the atmosphere beside the Spree. And with Berlin Cathedral, which is standing nearby the Spree, the entire area feels like an open-air masterpiece. Stretching along the banks of River Spree, there is one of the most beautiful powerful landmark, and it is East Side Gallery. This is the longest remaining section of Berlin Wall, and it is transformed into world's largest open-air art gallery. For nearly 3 decades, the Berlin Wall divided East and West Berlin, separating families, friends, and the entire nation during the Cold War. When the wall finally fell in 1989, it marked the end of division and the beginning of new era for Germany. Soon after the reunification, artists from all around the world came here to paint murals symbolizing freedom, hope, and peace. And today, more than 100 artworks cover the wall, each telling its own story. One of the most famous paintings is the Fraternal Kiss, showing Soviet leader Leonid Brezhnev and East German leader Erich Honecker. It has become one of the most photographed spots in Berlin. Walking along the East Side Gallery feels emotional, inspiring at the same time. It is not just the street art, but it is history preserved in color, a reminder of how Berlin turned pain and division into creativity and freedom. Inside the center of Berlin stands one of the city's most emotional and powerful landmarks, that is, the Memorial of Murdered Jews of Europe. Often it is called as Holocaust Memorial. The memorial consists of more than 2,700 concrete blocks of different heights, arranged in vast grid-like pattern. As you walk deeper inside, the ground shifts beneath you. The paths narrow, and the towering slabs begin to feel overwhelming and isolating. That feeling is intentional. Unlike traditional monuments, there are no names or statues above the ground. Instead, the space invites every visitor to experience it personally and emotionally. Beneath the memorial is an underground information center where visitors can learn the stories of families and individuals whose lives were destroyed during the Holocaust. Inside, visitors can read letters, diaries, and family histories from Jewish people whose lives were destroyed during Nazi persecution. Entire rooms are dedicated to individual families, documenting how ordinary lives were shattered by discrimination, deportation, and genocide. One of the most emotional sections features the names and biographies of victims being read aloud continuously, a reminder that behind the unimaginable numbers were real people, real families, and real dreams. The underground exhibition transforms the memorial from the symbolic space into human stories, so one that visitors carry with them along after they leave. If you really like the video, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more travel videos.